planning app. So let me start. What do you want to do on your long weekend? Where do you want to stop on your upcoming road trip? What's a perfect day for you in Barcelona? You got a 9-hour layover in Beijing. How do you want to spend that time? What is a good way to find really great plans quickly and put them into use so you can have fun? Right now, answers are not so good. You ask your friends, you go on Facebook, put a shout out, I'm going to Paris. Or you check out blogs, take notes, maybe you actually try to make your own plan using Yelp and TripAdvisor, but that can be very frustrating and time consuming, especially if your trip is last minute. 2 years ago, I was on a flight to Bangkok, and on my way there, it dawned on me, I hadn't even booked the hotel for that first night. I love going new places, but I don't like doing the research, And there's a lot of people like that out there. Fortunately for me, when I got to Thailand, I met my co-founder, who his name is Champ, loves drinking white whiskey, loves going to see cover bands, the outdoors, and he was a perfect person to show me a real authentic side of Thailand that I resonated with. And while we were there, we talked about, how can we do this for other people? How can we share, how can people find authentic experiences that resonate with them? And so we dreamt up a platform where you can make, share, and find travel plans in a way that's not only social, but immediately useful. I should get a clicker actually. There it is. So, frustrating. Excursion is a platform for making great ideas come to life. With our map-based discovery tools, you can make a travel plan which is a holistic approach. You can take really everything into account into your plans. And we can recommend, of course, tours and hotels to the people using our platform. But that's just the beginning. Excursion is a platform for sharing great ideas. You can share your plans via SMS, email, or through all your social networks, but if you share it with the Excursion community, then you can get feedback on your plan and you can actually make your plan better. And if you share your plan, you retain attribution for it. So destination managers or travel bloggers can share their great ideas with their audience and they can retain the credit for it. Excursion is a platform for finding great ideas. If you make a plan on Excursion and you share it with the community, people can comment on it, people can follow it, people can take and reuse your plan and have a great adventure. So if you make a plan, you can modify it for your style of travel, your personality, and then reshare it with the community, and then the wisdom of the Excursion community grows. So I'll stop there, take some questions.
What kind of traction do you guys have thus far?
In about 2 months, we've got like 2,000 users. Pretty happy with that because we haven't even come out with a social version yet. Like right now, we only have the basic make a travel plan. We've gotten great response. People seem to love it. We try to make something that's very flexible. A lot of the travel planning apps out there are extremely rigid. Like you have to book a hotel or you have to figure out your flight before you figure out what you do. Here, I think people were really attached to the idea of it being really easy to use, really flexible. You can make a bucket list of stuff to do, or you can plan like day by day, 10 days. It's really up to you. And then with our social version, when that's out there, anybody can pick up pieces of your plan and they can make it their own.
Who do you think your competitors are?
I think, we're kind of like a blend between like Tripozo and like Tripomatic. There's really nothing out there that's like really a social network for travelers for making plans right now that I'm really aware of, honestly. There might have been in the past. I think
there's been a lot in the past.
In the past, yeah.
And that's my question. So
I saw this coming from you.
Yeah, Bob and I can tell you that we have seen, I don't know, probably 20, 25, 30, maybe more of these.
Yeah.
A few of them have made it to stage of TIS. No one's ever won.
You know,
it's doesn't make money. It doesn't do anything. And then, you know, we have social networks already where people share. And so to say, well, this is a social network, I'm going to join this in order to make my trip plan is a pretty bold premise.
I look at this like the way you look at like Goodreads. You know, it's a social network for people who want to share things that they're interested in.
Understood.
You know, I mean, it's the same. I mean, this is Instagram except for travel plans, and there is a certain segment of travelers who is interested in that type of sharing. You know, it's not going to be for everybody, but you know, we get more users. We're not going to be focusing on like tour and hotel commissions to make it work. Our biggest, the biggest like revenue sector for us is going to be travel specific native advertisement inside the app, because we have a lot of things for people to explore on our app. I mean, right now people spend 8.5 minutes on our app, you know, on average. We put out a social network that does the same thing, where you can actually see what other people are doing and then make it better and then put it back out there and see how people react to it. People are going to spend a lot of time in that. And so we feel pretty good about like the way we're doing things, and we're pretty confident that it's going to be successful.
And the research to support this, how have you figured out that you have what, 2,000 you said?
2,000, yeah.
Right now, so how have you, what's the addressable market do you think this is? Because if it's an advertising-based model, you gotta have some eyeballs there.
Yeah, we got to have, you know, I don't know. I mean, tens of thousands is not enough. I know.
I saw something very similar to this 2 months ago, and I don't have a large network in the travel business. And it's basically the concept is everyone's a local where they live, so it connected travelers with the locals, and also it connected travelers with the travelers that are in the place where you're going. And just arrived in Paris, oh, don't go here, go there. I think you need to be aware of how many other folks are in this space today.
It's definitely, I mean, Norm's got a good point. There's a lot of people in a similar type of space. I'm confident there's a big enough market out there for us to really have a product that shines and really people gravitate towards. I think that this could be an essential part of the traveler's toolkit, and we seek to be that.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.